Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. This week I decided that I am going to tackle that closet project. I was previously going to hire this out, get someone else to do it, and then I started to think of how I could possibly do this myself, how it'd be way more fun for you guys if you could follow along on this whole project. So I am going to do an IKEA Pax wardrobe pack. I'm going to make it look built in. It's going to flow with our Victorian house and it's going to be amazing. So I can't wait to try that. Obviously, I'm new at this and I don't know what I'm doing really. So I'm going to have to look up a lot of different things, but I think I loosely understand what I need to do. And with all these different home projects that I'm taking on, I think that I can handle this. So if you're new here or if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it. It helps push my videos to more people who maybe haven't seen them before. So I really appreciate it. If you remember last week, I did talk about the IKEA closet and I kind of showed you what I was thinking for the plans. So I'm gonna throw together kind of a screen recording of how you plan the IKEA wardrobes in case you've never done this before. And I did quickly look and it looks like IKEA has delivery slots available at the end of this week. So that means by the weekend, if I've done all the prep work, I can start this project, which would be amazing. I'm definitely anxious to do this because again, like I said, I've never done anything like this, but should be an interesting learning experience for all of us. Also, I'm gonna try something new and I'm gonna try and post some of this to my Instagram stories. My vlogs are gonna be a more in-depth look at what I'm doing, whereas those are gonna be more surface level and you will not see the behind the scenes stuff. Or I don't think I'm gonna share the planning on that. Miss Lolo's here. Her brother is getting he's getting neutered this week. So I'm sure they're both gonna be very sad about that because I think she'll hiss at him with his cone on, which is unfortunate. But yeah, hopefully you will join me on this wardrobe journey. I'm sure it's gonna be more than one vlog. There's no way I can get all of this done by myself this weekend while trying to learn how to do it. So yeah. Good morning. I am just trying to make some decisions about the IKEA closet that I'm hoping to get for the space where there is no closet right now. I might try and work with the existing closet for our secondary closet, but for the main one that is going to go on, sorry for the spin, this wall, I'm going to do an IKEA Pax, and like I said before, this is just here temporarily. It's going to go up to the third floor. So one of the dilemmas I have to deal with is the depth. So let me show you. So you can kind of see here is the fireplace, and there's this window here. So you can see that the depth on this side is much smaller than the depth on this side. So there's two different sizes of Pax closets. So there's one that is about 13 and 3/4 deep. So you can see where the 14 is to the edge of the wall. So that is just the interior unit of the closet. It does not include the doors. So when the doors are on, I'm gonna say it's around 15. So you can see there's still 2 inches to the edge. And because of this corner detail, you could add another inch. So I'm trying to decide if I want to have a shallow closet, or the alternative is almost out to 23 plus the door. So it would stick out quite a bit. So I'm thinking that I don't want that, but that's a huge jump between sizes of closets. So they measure in centimeters on the IKEA website. So the first one was 35 centimeters and then the second one is 58, I believe. So it's a huge difference. So what I'm gonna go do is see if I'm okay with having a shallow closet at 14, just under 14 inches. Is that too shallow or is that useful space? So I'm gonna go check that out, see what I think. It's not ideal for hanging clothes, of course. Hanging clothes in the smaller version hang across this way. So in the shallow version, the hangers hang out like this, like they do in a store, but then the 58-inch one, they can go across like this. So that's kind of a huge thing. If this was my primary closet, that would freak me out. But because I have this closet here, which does have hanging space, I'm not too worried about it. I'm thinking that it will be okay. This unit in our office space right now had, I believe this is PAX, and this is definitely the 58. So in the smaller version, you can still get these pant racks, which I do like. So I could have one section of my closet have the pant rack. It doesn't have the back section, and then have the hangers that go like this for some more dress shirts. But like looking at, I'd say this over are the things that would hang of the pants. I'm not sure that that is ideal. So I really need to figure out what I want to do. I found a tape measure with centimeters, so this should be easier. So this is 58, so you can see the depth of the existing packs that I have. So if I went with the 35, that would be all the way back here. So I guess the pant thing would be even smaller than this, which, I mean, doesn't matter. Look how much extra is hanging over. But 35 is like so much smaller. So let's take a look on my side and see what the thought is here. My side is a bit of a mess, but if I see, look at all the hanging stuff I've got. All these dresses need to be hung. These don't really need to be hung, but they kind of do. Those are all folded. So let's grab some of these sweaters. Okay, so to reference this, this is a stack of my sweaters, and I have got the tape measure at 35, right where my thumbnail is. So if I only got the 35-inch or 35 centimeter deep one, that means that each shelf would only be able to hold one depth of sweaters, whereas the 58, I think you could potentially do, is this, oh, this isn't even 58, that's interesting. This depth is 46. So what is going on here? That is shallower than this side, which is 58. If I could get a 46, that would be awesome, but I don't understand this at all. Don't know what's going on here. So just done a bunch of running around to try and figure out what works. So I feel like with the fireplace, the 58 centimeter depth closet would be overbearing. It would overpower the fireplace and make the fireplace not the feature that it is in our room. The 35, while very shallow, would be perfect beside the fireplace. So I just need to decide if I think that that would be worthwhile. Considering we have the other closet, I think it's okay. But still, a lot of thought needs to go into that, and I don't think it would make sense to have much hanging at all. It would have to be all folded. And that works for Chris pretty much. Like, that would probably be ideal for him, whereas I need hanging space. So then this closet's gonna be mostly his stuff. So I need to figure that out, and I need to figure out what I can do with this closet. When we lived at the condo, I used to order HelloFresh so often. This is not sponsored in any way, but I got quite hooked on them because Chris and I are kind of picky eaters. Is one of the things we bonded over when we first started dating. Is going to university, I was extremely picky, and with Chris, I'd say he just likes more plain foods, whereas I have learned in social settings I tend to just say I'm vegetarian because it's just kind of confusing to people, because I do eat chicken breast and turkey breast, but don't eat any other meats. So HelloFresh allowed us to kind of like expand our palates, and that's why I loved ordering it. So my mom sent us a free box, so I thought I would try that out this week. And what did I order? So I have a chicken and savory mushroom sauce with roasted Brussels sprouts and potatoes. I have a spicy harissa and apricot tenders with couscous, tzatziki, and feta. And then I have a creamy squash ravioli with mushroom and spinach. So that is what I'm having for dinner this week, and I thought I'd show you what's going on right now. this little guy decided to hop inside. So if you've never had it before, they come with these recipe cards, and I actually save all of these into a binder, and then I make them myself in the future if I really like a particular recipe. So I have a whole binder filled with these, and then the little packages have each recipe, and all the ingredients are mostly like pre-chopped inside. So I've got these 3 bags to put in the fridge, and then underneath is the chicken and ravioli. So I kind of love it. I find it pricey, so that's why I don't do it that often anymore now that we have a mortgage to pay for, but yeah. So I'm just making the first HelloFresh meal for dinner, so this is what I am making. I've got all of my ingredients here. So I'm gonna get chopping away, and I'll put it on a little time lapse, and I will show you how it looks when I'm finished.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got it? Our lines crossed. We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken.
It's all ready. I don't think my presentation looks as good, but it smells delicious. Also, if you do want to try this recipe, I believe you can just search HelloFresh and then the name of the recipe, and then you can make it without actually ordering this meal. So since we had the sofa, the old sofa from the living room in our bedroom, the reason I put it here, number one, on the day of, we were just exhausted, and my mom and I weren't going to carry it upstairs, but we also thought that we were gonna have the floors done on the 3rd floor, and I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna do that, but if we are, they're gonna have to work around this situation. So because I'm doing the closet, this needs to go upstairs, and I think because it's IKEA, I can take it apart and probably carry it up piece by piece on my own. And I think I did say I intended to put the chaise on it when it was up there. So we have like a TV room up there. So it needs to come apart anyways, or at least a piece of it. So I'm gonna hopefully try and tackle that on my own right now. I got that sofa and chaise up to the 3rd floor. Of course, we were using the sofa before, and the chaise was in storage for at least 4.5 years, 5 years. I guess it'll be 5 years this end of April. So it needed to be washed. When I washed it, it looked so much cleaner than the rest, and I had to wash that. And I really wanted to know how it looked. So I put it on wet. Should probably take the cushion covers off. And it looks slightly discolored still, and I'm hoping that's because some of the stuff just hasn't dried yet. Anyways, I'm gonna show you just so you can kind of see where I'm going with this whole vision. When you come up the stairs here, this is going to be our extra TV room. So here is the chaise. You can see this is the stuff that I just washed, and this is what I washed last night. So that's why it's a little discolored. I'm hoping, otherwise I'll just get a new cover for it. Eventually I think we're gonna have the floors redone on this whole floor. Let me know your thoughts on that. Some people like the white vibes, I'm not sure. Eventually we will have a deck out here, but because of the price of lumber, that is probably far off. I'm thinking that I will do something on this wall and maybe put in like a electric fireplace. It'd be really cool if I like shiplapped it and then put fireplace and then had a TV. So there'll be this little sitting area with a TV. Ideally, in a perfect world, I would have a treadmill here. I don't think we can ever get it up the stairs. So maybe getting an exercise bike, and then this will just be like a mini workout section. And then it would be awesome because I can watch TV while working out. And then over here is gonna be an office / guest bedroom. So I think that this is going to move over here. The bathroom is right there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this up here, and then I'm thinking in this window that I will have a desk set up, and then I guess I could put 2 armchairs or something here. So it's kind of like a cute little guest bedroom, office, suite. Obviously guest bedroom for the days when we have kids, because there's 2 bedrooms downstairs, which are also guest bedrooms. But I'm kind of loving this. So let me know your thoughts are about the flooring. I had a friend come over, and she later told me that she was so terrified of falling through this floor because it's just old and kind of rickety, which is, I mean, they're probably original. I could keep them, patch up things like this. Oh, that's kind of freaky, huh? Patch up the holes and leave it, or I can put the herringbone flooring that I'm planning to put in the kitchen. So let me think about that. Also, there's a leg situation. You see there's one missing. I don't really know what the deal is about that, so that's got to be resolved. But luckily it's IKEA, so I can definitely get more parts. Yeah, so I'm kind of happy with this. Originally, I was going to make this room the TV room, and then this the office with still the treadmill or whatever there. But when I got this up here, I was like, okay, this makes more sense. The slope ceiling, this is the slopiest ceiling up here. The other ones aren't as sloped. So I think you don't need full height when you're sitting on a sofa. Even, I believe, standing up, someone would be fine. So up here, we have that kind of floor that you see in the movies where like people hide stuff in it. Even in Gilmore Girls, Lane, Kim, hiding her stuff. I don't have floorboards, and I found a loose one when I was just videoing for you, and so I decided that I was gonna try and pull it up. And honestly, I'm so scared. Like, what if something crawls out? Like anything, I'm terrified. This is how far I got it. So this piece was already like separated. I didn't break that on purpose. And this nail was holding it down. Oh my god, I'm so freaked out. What is under here? Ugh. What is this? I think I need to put a light on to see under here, but it looks freaky. Looks like this is like an air vent or something, but I'm terrified to touch it. So far, nothing cool, but it's interesting to see how big of a gap there is between the 3rd floor and the 2nd floor, because that could all be insulated so that we don't hear walking around. Also, you can see like the support beam is here. So we know that the beams in this house are running this way. But this is super creepy. I decided to move things around, so I'm gonna show you what I did. So I removed the bed from here and pushed it against this wall. So if this could come this way, that would be awesome. I think it's attached to the wall though, which is kind of weird because look at how that situation is angled. But there's still enough room to walk to the bathroom. So that works, and I measured my desk and it fits perfect there, like almost tight, but it's perfect. So that would be amazing. But now I'm thinking, well, should I have done like a closet office thing and just use this closet rather than order the one for downstairs? It's possible. It's definitely possible. Except I feel like that's not super functional, so maybe not. I didn't tell you guys about this, but earlier this week I ordered a few more prints to switch out for the kind of framed gallery, and they came in last night. So when I was watching some TV, I just switched out the prints and I painted a few of the frames gold to see if that helped and made it feel a little bit better. So let me show you that. So here is the gallery wall now. It's definitely better and lighter. I think that this one's maybe a bit too dark, but I think the overall mood is a bit lighter. This is too white, so that's not ideal, but I think I generally feel better about it. I'm glad that I did end up switching it up. So that was a good idea. And honestly, there is another floor lamp that I really, really love, and I didn't want to buy it because it was too expensive. So I got this one, but I'm thinking I will eventually get it. And then this one will go on the 3rd floor, which I showed you earlier this week that I kind of had been working on, and I'm happy with how that's going overall. We decided to go for a fitness walk in a new area, and it is so beautiful. Thought I would give you an update on the dining room light situation. So I ordered it from LT at the beginning of March. So a month had passed and I hadn't heard anything, so I reached out to them and they said, oh, well, it's back ordered and, probably won't be till June. So I didn't know that. I kind of wish they'd said that in the beginning, but would it have changed anything? Probably not. So I guess it doesn't matter. Just not gonna have a light for a while. And I've been trying to figure out kitchen plans. I've had a few meetings with different companies, kind of leaning towards an IKEA kitchen, but like customizing it and making it better. So let you know where I land on that. And I also, one person told me that, I think someone told Chris actually, that Habitat for Humanity will come and take out your kitchen so that they can repurpose it as well as appliances. Someone else told me that during COVID they aren't doing that, but I checked the website and today and they are doing that. So that would be insanely helpful because I was super worried that I didn't know how to rip all this out. So that would be really good. So I just need to figure out, I would be happy with IKEA cabinets if I could get them in my color. And I'm worried that if I did get them and paint them myself, that it wouldn't turn out as good as it would otherwise. So I'm looking into options to just get new cabinet doors for IKEA. So in the US, there's a company called Semi-Handmade. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call and I'm wondering what time it is. Dealt with that. Now I'm just making a cup of tea, but same person kept calling back. There's a company in the US called Semi-Handmade, and they make cabinet doors for IKEA, but they are like more custom. So I was looking for something like that that's available in Canada. I came across 2 companies, so I reached out to one because they do custom colors, whereas the other company didn't. So I'm really hoping I'll hear back. Basically what you do is you just upload the IKEA kitchen that you're designing, and then they will give you a quote. So I'll let you know what happens with that. I just took Finn to the vet's to get neutered, and I feel so bad for him. I had to cut both of them off of food last night so that he wasn't eating before his surgery, and I just thought it would be mean if Lily was eating, plus just hard to manage. So she was howling from like 3 a.m. on, and I just took him to the vet's, and I feel sad. But Lily's walking around howling because she can't find him, which is also pretty sad. Considering, I mean, it's not like they're best friends, but you can definitely tell that she still knows he's around and wants his company, which is kind of what I was hoping would happen because she has a lot of cat anxiety, and I think it's helpful for her to have a little buddy even if they're not best friends. Finney's home and he's having the saddest time. I've spent 5 minutes trying to calm him down and he just will not. He's so sad. It's okay, buddy. I know you don't like the cone. I know. It's okay. Buddy, you're okay. I finally got him to settle. Hopefully he can stay like this for the rest of the night so that we can watch some TV and snuggles and relax, but he's super upset about his cone, and they said he couldn't eat until 7, and that's in 2 hours, so I feel bad for the little guy. And Lily is pretty upset about the situation as well. I'm just making my second HelloFresh of the week. We had takeout last night. because I think you're supposed to do takeout to support your community on Wednesday. So that's what we did. And then tonight we are having this, which is kind of like a Greek dish. So it's got chicken tenders with couscous, tzatziki, and feta. So that is what we're having. Looking forward to that. Here is tonight's dinner. Lily really wants the chicken. Looks pretty good. The only thing is the tzatziki looks a little chunky, but it was made with Greek yogurt, so I think that's why. The IKEA has been delivered. I put the big stuff in here, and then the smaller stuff I carried up the stairs. Gonna have to wait for help to get that up the stairs because, yeah, I didn't want to ask those guys to take it up. I don't even think they'd be allowed, so it's just sitting in my living room. Feeling super anxious about this whole project and doing this myself, but I think I can do it. I was editing the vlog and it was already like 25 minutes, and I think that if I included all of the closet stuff, I wouldn't do it justice. So I'm going to make this week a double vlog week. So there will be another vlog on Wednesday, which will include all of the stuff that I've done on the closet so far. I hope you guys are okay with that. I hate to switch things up like this, but let me know. Would you prefer to have a really long vlog that's like over 40 minutes, or would you prefer me to split it up into two and then have two vlogs that week? I feel like I prefer to have two, because then you guys can feel a little more up to date with what I'm actually working on. And then I don't have to cut stuff out. I just felt like I was starting to cut things out and it didn't make sense. And I just thought, you know what, let's just do two. I just feel slightly bad because obviously I've covered some stuff on my Instagram stories that now you guys have to wait and see more details about that until Wednesday, but I think you'll be okay with it. So I'm gonna wrap things up, but I really appreciate if you guys made it all the way to the end. And I hope that you are looking forward to seeing this IKEA project unravel. Have a great week, guys. Bye.